What's up? My name's Robin, everybody. How are you? This is me reading stuff. This is a Thursday episode. Not that it matters. I'm still doing this twice a week for you guys. Hey, and I heard your request. I saw people have been hitting the... Again, I don't know where it is, but it says... It's a button that says, "We want more" on Podomatic, where I publish these episodes. So I hear your shouts, and I'm listening, and I'm loving. I think that means you guys want an After Dark episode, so I will consider doing that soon. You guys know I love doing the After Dark episodes. I just love doing the podcast. It's an amazing outlet for me, as I've said many different times. Today I'm going to be reading somebody who I read again and again on this podcast, and I don't give a fuck if you're sick of it, because you shouldn't be. The poem I'm going to be reading today, if you don't like it, you don't like me, and get the hell out of here. This is a Mark Strand poem. Again, Mark Strand was once the poet laureate, I think in 1990, Pulitzer Prize winner. Very important for those of us who love prose poetry, but just in general. Originally a Canadian poet. He's not for everybody, but this poem better be for everybody. Again, I'm going to have major beef with you guys. The book I'm going to be reading from is the huge book that came out recently, Collected Poems. It was put out by Alfred A. Knopf. And what was I going to say? Well, please, for those of you who are new to the podcast, listen to the other Mark Strand episodes. They should be easy to find just by doing a simple search of me reading stuff, Mark Strand. And you'll hear all the reasons I love him. But I don't want to be too redundant here. I kind of just want... This is Love 'em and Leave 'em Thursdays. That's the new thing I'm just coming up with, because I'm just sort of overwhelmed and busy, but I still want to say hello. I want to share with you guys something remarkable. And then I want to let us all go about our goddamn business. We're all busy. By the way, when I say I'm busy, that doesn't mean I don't... I'm stretching. That doesn't mean I don't know that you're busy too. I just want you to know that. Like, we're all busy, okay? That's just how it is. So we all go into this knowing that. I kind of have a weird setup right now because I'm redesigning my studio in a way. And so right now I've got my old mic stand. If you remember this one, this thing's only 2 inches tall. I hate it. But the mic is on that mic stand on top of a shoebox of Billy's. I don't know where the shoebox came from, but he put it in my studio. And so I'm going to utilize it. Okay. So this is from a Mark Strand book that was called Darker. It came out in 1970. And this is from the second section of that book, which, what is it called again? The second section of the book has Black Maps. Oh, man. Hold on just a second. Everything's about to fall off my desk. Let me situate myself. I'll be right back. That thing's called a radio sting. All right, you guys, here we go. I'm situated. I got rid of the shoebox, and I'm back. This is called From a Litany. There in an open field, I lie down in a hole I once dug, and I praise the sky. I praise the clouds that are like lungs of light. I praise the owl that wants to inhabit me, and the hawk that does not. I praise the mouse's fury, the wolf's consideration. I praise the dog that lives in the household of people and shall never be one of them. I praise the whale that lives under the cold blankets of salt. I praise the formations of squid, the domes of meandra. I praise the secrecy of doors, the openness of windows. I praise the depths of closets. I praise the wind, the rising generations of air. I praise the trees on whose branches shall sit the cock of Portugal and the Polish cock. I praise the palm trees of Rio and those that shall grow in London. I praise the gardeners, the worms, and the small plants that praise each other. I praise the sweet berries of Georgetown, Maine, and the song of the white-throated sparrow. I praise the poets of Waverly Place and 11th Street, and the one whose bones turn to dark emeralds when he stands upright in the wind. I praise the clocks for which I grow old in a day and young in a day. I praise all manner of shade, that which I see and that which I do not. I praise all roofs, from the watery roof of the pond to the slate roof of the customs house. I praise those who have made of their bodies final embassies of flesh. I praise the failure of those with ambition, the authors of leaflets and notebooks of nothing. I praise the moon for suffering men. I praise the sun, its tributes. I praise the pain of revival and the bliss of decline. I praise all for nothing because there is no price. I praise myself for the way I have with a shovel, and I praise the shovel. I praise the motive of praise by which I shall be reborn. I praise the morning whose sun is upon me. I praise the evening whose sun I am. Oh, man. I'd like to read that every morning, and I think I probably should. Right as I said that, my downstairs neighbor started to play club music really loudly. Like just that kind of boom, 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 boom. Such is life, you know? You go in and out of meaning all the time. You guys, thank you so much for listening. I'm not on Instagram or Twitter, but you can follow me because I'll be back there eventually, probably fairly soon, although I miss it nada. My handle on those two pages is ROBYN_ONEIL. I really appreciate a lot of the feedback. You know, I got more feedback than I have in a long time in response to the episode where I read Bill Borchart's soliloquy from the documentary American Movie. And to clarify, everyone keeps saying, "Ooh, I think that's great that it's in your top 3 documentaries of all time." And I said, "Hey, buddies," to myself, I said this, "it's not in my favorite documentaries of all time. It's in my top 3 favorite films of all time. I'm not going to categorize it like that. It really is that up there for me." So, just to be a bitch apparently and have to clarify, it isn't just in my documentary section. It is in my all-time film top 3, okay? So everyone watch American Movie if you haven't already. Last week's episode has a link to where you can get it. I'm so glad everyone was touched by that like I was, though. And, speaking of praise. And honestly, this poem by Mark Strand today goes back to what I was talking about in an embarrassing way, kind of, but in an important way, about gratitude. There are things to praise in everything in your darkest hour. And I mean praising that darkness itself. So that's how I'm thinking about life right now, or trying to. Things are rough, but I'm getting through it, and I'm doing my best. I hope you guys are doing the same. Say hello to your mom. I love you all. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye. Thank you so much.